All right, y'all, I thought I'd do this intro before I start this drag fishing. I want to make this intro on a video that happened a while back. When I went to the North Bend Rail Trail, went trout fishing. Day was going good, I caught some trout. And then the day went bad. I'm going to try to make a thumbnail that shows the drone, but by now, you know, I crashed my drone. But I'm filming the intro with the drone here. So watch this video, you'll see what happened, see my recovery, what I did to dry it out, and what the end result was. You know, I knew this going into buying this drone. You know, when I want it for out here on the water. Right now, this thing's over the water. And in the woods, I'm hunting, fishing, hiking, hammock camping, all that stuff. And there's a risk of crashing the drone. Now, if you're just getting a drone and you're just going to fly it in the backyard and go 300 feet up in the air and shoot videos and sunsets, yeah, that's all fine and good. But I knew what I was wanting to use it for, that there was a chance that I could crash it. So, you know, it happened a little sooner than what I did, to my own fault, but, you know, still never the fact. I'm back to flying now. That's all that matters. So y'all watch this video, see what happened, and see what the end result was. Thank you. Morning, y'all. Hey, out on the rail trail again. This time a little different. I'm going to go into North Bend and get there around the dam and fish them tailwaters a little bit. A little better conditions today. Not great. The river's significantly down, but still muddy. So we're going to give her a try today and put a little miles on the e-bike and just enjoy the day. It's going to be cloudy today, a little chilly. It's mid 50s, but good day to be in the outdoors. That's all I know. So stick with me and come along. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, first one of the day. Nice little trout. That's what I'm talking about. Yep, going back in the water. Trout number 2. Got another trout on. Oh yeah. Well, y'all, I'm here at the this is the first ripple of Bonds Creek. Caught some fish today. I got 3 trout, had a couple get off. Not burning it up by no means, but still a good day. This water here is a little clearer than the Hughes's is. So I came up here to try this, caught one rainbow here, but just throwing a spinner. See what we got going on. I'd like to catch a couple more. I'd like to limit out. I mean, I'm not keeping them, I'm putting them back, but still, I'd like to get 6, so we're going to keep at it. All right, Alright y'all, how you doing? Alright, little update on yesterday. Well, I'm heading back to the rail trail. Everything went good yesterday. I was catching trout. It was a good day on the bike too, getting some good footage. I was getting some drone footage, and disaster struck. And yesterday I was so mad at myself, I didn't feel like videoing nothing. So, but today's a new day. I got to go back and try and give you this short story. I was flying the drone in the creek bed, getting some good shots, and I wanted to go up higher to get some good shots. And I made a rookie mistake on the DJ Mini 3. There's no obstacle avoidance going up, and I knew that. I don't know why I did it, but I should have flew the drone back to me and then went straight up when I knew it was clear. I thought I was clear, but the drone was about 40-50 yards from me, and it looked clear, but I didn't see a twig. There was a twig on a sycamore just barely sticking out. I went up and one of the props caught it, and that thing did a somersault, and that might be the saving grace of it, but it turned upside down and shut off, and that thing fell like a rock and boom into the water. I look, I think I see it. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I see it. So I'm going on recovery this morning. I gathered some things up, fabricated some stuff. So we're heading back on recovery, and I'll get with y'all when we get there. You'll be a part of it. There's a 50% chance that this thing will recover if I dry it out properly. It's been in the water now going on about 17 hours, so let's see what we can do with it. I'll see y'all on the rail trail. All right, y'all. Step one of the recovery. I got the binoculars. I'm on the other side of the creek. I'm gonna go down and because I could see, I thought I seen it from this side, so we're gonna go down and take a look. It's gonna be over that way there. So step one, let's grab the binoculars and see if we can identify it, positively identify it from this side. It could be a rock, but I think it may be it. Let's go. Well, no positive confirmation on what I see over there. It could be a can, but that's just from this side here. I was over there kind of by that white water, and I was about straight across from here, and it ticked one of those outside limbs, so it should be down there. I just can't, I think I see it, but it could be a pop can, because I seen another one over here and it's definitely a pop can, but I don't know, I'm just not seeing it, but 100% sure. So let's go to the other side and see what we can do. Well, there's no better view here because the way the sun is, so I can't positively identify it, but see a couple potentials. It's just time to get in the water, so I got the tools strapped to the bike, believe it or not. What I got, brought a garden rake, and I got a catch pole, telescopic catch pole that I rigged up a noose with some paracord, and that way it'll hold the shape, and I might be able to noose it. That's what I'm shooting for first. I don't want to really use a garden rake and drag it up if I do see it. I kind of want to just grab one of the arms and pull it up out of the water. But got got my chest waders, so nothing to it but to let's get in the water and see if we can find this thing. All right, y'all, after what I thought I found, it did end up being a pop can. So I went into the zigzag pattern with the GoPro linked to my phone, zigzagging around that area, and I'll be daggone, I did find it. But this is in like 6 to 7 foot of water. So short of swimming, there's no getting it. So after several attempts with my homemade lasso thing, that didn't work worth a crap. So I just end up resorting. When I looked down, I seen that the arm was broke. So I really didn't have nothing to lose. So I just get the pole down there and I just start flipping this thing up the bank the best I can. With it sunny up on the surface, it's kind of hard for me to watch my phone and flip this thing around. So, but I did manage to get it up. But again, this is in 6 to 7 foot of water. Trying to get this thing out of here. Back in my younger days, I would have just stripped down and jumped in the water and grabbed it, but this water temperature is 40 degrees. I wouldn't, and more than likely the drone is in trouble, but I'm going to do my best to try to save it. She's coming up the bank slow and steady. Alright y'all, drone recovery successful. Now I don't know if the arm popped off or it broke, but one of the arms broke. But I got it back. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to rinse this thing in distilled water, take the battery out and all that, rinse it in distilled water, soak it with isopropyl alcohol, and start the drying process. Maybe I can salvage a little bit of this. Let's see. All right, y'all. Let's get this drone washed up. Got some distilled water here. Alright, we got that all washed out. Alrighty, now I'm going to soak her in some isopropyl alcohol. Just douse her good. Give her a good bath. That alcohol's dry up all that water, and then it's going to start a several day drying process before I even attempt to start it. I was really hoping that arm wasn't broke, but it is what it is. Alright, well, I'm already out here. There's nothing more I can do with this thing. I'm going to shake it out, get all that isopropyl alcohol out, and just let her start drying. Now the drying process starts. So I'm here. I'm going to go try to catch a couple trout while I'm here. So I'll see y'all at the house. We'll see what happens with this. Alright y'all, here's the drone here. I went through the distilled water, I did the isopropyl alcohol, and then it was drying. I had it over a heat source hanging for several hours, putting heat up through it. So now I'm going to put it in some rice, and we're going to vacuum seal this sucker. And then we're going to let this thing set for several days. She's sealing up. Alright, that's a wrap. One vacuum sealed and rice drone. So this thing's going to set. I'm not even going to open it up till Thursday, so we'll check in then and see if I got the part coming for the arm. That's going to be that's just a $9 arm shaft. Got it ordered. That's easy to replace, so the arm will be good. I was thinking I was going to have to take the whole drone apart, but not the case. So short of that, see you in a few days. All right, y'all, so you seen what happened. I did one more step on top of that. I did buy the deskant bags, a big bag of that, and I put it in that for the last 3 days. And when I took it out, I put a brand new battery in it, not the battery that went in the water. Put the new battery in it, and boom, it came on. Alive, it's alive. It came on, and then it went out, and it never came back on again. So I tried a couple more days of drying. It would never power back on again. When it did power back on, the gimbal went crazy, and it never came back on again. So needless to say, I shipped it off to DJI. Probably the best thing that I could have done. DJI service, top notch. I called them. I told them exactly what happened, exactly what I did to attempt to dry it out. They immediately gave me a work order number. They said to box it up, ship it to them. It was to them in like 2 or 3 days. And then another 2 days. Within a week, I had an answer. They came back and said that the main board on the drone was bad and the gimbal camera itself was bad. So, and the cost to replace them. So, which was significantly less than a new drone, way less than the new drone, but it was still a few $100s. So I did the few $100s, told them to replace it. Well, it turns out, I think what they do is they assess your drone, and then they immediately sent you one that they've already repaired. So I got a whole different serial number drone, tested, functioned, everything, and boom, it was at my house in a week. And on top of that, being that it's a reconditioned drone, I was eligible for DJI Refresh, which was, for what I'm doing, that's a no-brainer. You know, so I went ahead and got the DJI Refresh, 2 years of insurance. I get 2 drones if I crash them, no matter what, during the year. A total of 4 for the 2 years. So, good to go. But if you're thinking about buying a drone, and I bought this drone used off Facebook Marketplace, so it didn't have no warranty whatsoever, no transfer, nothing. So, this was probably a good deal to go ahead and get. So now I got 2 years of insurance with a reconditioned drone. So, but everything turned out great. DJI is top-notch customer service. So if you're thinking about getting a drone, I would definitely go DJI. And I'd definitely be careful and not run into twigs and running in the river and all that stuff. But that's part of getting there outdoors. I don't want tools. I don't want fishing rods. I don't want tackle that's not going to be able to hang with me and do what I do. So, in DJI, boom, that thing will hang. You know, I think if I could have got it out of the water immediately, I could have saved it, but nevertheless. But anyhow, appreciate y'all watching. I'm going to get these rods out and go try to drag for a big old blue cat. See you on the next one.